Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Sunday, June 28th, 2015, around 7:50 in the morning in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's a wet morning out, heavy rain and stuff, and very cool temperatures, only in the mid-50s. Feels more like mid-April and mid-October than the beginning of summer. Some news to report: the Spinners beat the Ironbirds by the score 4-3 last night. 17 years ago today, Mankind, also known as Mick Foley, took a sick bump off the top of the Hell in a Cell at the King of the Ring by the Undertaker. He took some crazy bumps, which was pretty amazing. And 3 years ago today, WODS 103.3 in Boston changed format from a classic radio station that played hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s to a contemporary top 40s hit music that's on the Billboard music charts, being branded as AMP 103.3. Didn't like the change then, still don't like it right now. But like WODS 103.3, the last few years it was on the air, they weren't getting the ratings and stuff. That's too bad. And that's about it on the news. My first video subject of the day is about the top 10 list of everything and anything. Now I have the top 10 list of 10 famous quotes, the 10 best famous quotes by former bmhs staff members, faculty, including teachers, administrators, coaches, you name it. I went to Billerica Memorial High School for about 4 years, 1991, 1995, some of the best days of my life there. And periodically I'm doing video blogs about bmhs memories. And this is a Billerica Memorial High School famous quotes video blog. And here's the top 10 of them of all time, the best ones. Number 10 on this list is "Let's focus on history." That was said by Mrs. Barbara Roberts, my 11th grade U.S. history teacher. She would always say that when, just to get everybody focused on like the subject of the day, because sometimes there's distractions and stuff for class. That's a good quote. Number 9 on this list is "Do your accounting." That was said by Mr. Roger Rashad. I had him as senior year for accounting. He would always say that when, the class would be, distraction to get focused on the subject, which was pretty good. Another great quote: Mr. Roger Rashad was actually the high school hockey coach of Billerica Memorial High School for the 1970s and 80s. In fact, he coached Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher Tom Glavine on his hockey team. That's amazing. Number 8 on this list of the 10 famous quotes ever by bmhs staff members is "Tom the Juice Guys." That was said by Mr. Sam Colangelo, who was a health teacher at Billerica Memorial High School for many years. After I graduated from high school in 1995, Sam became like a U.S. history teacher. He taught into 2004, and in like a few years later, Sam Colangelo passed away. But that was a great quote when he said that. Mr. Colangelo was a good guy. Number 7 on this list of the greatest quotes ever by bmhs faculty members: "Hello, scholars." That was said by Mr. Carl Yanley, who was an English teacher at Billerica Memorial High School for many years. I had him senior year. He was a fun guy, very interesting teacher to have. Number 6 on this list of the greatest famous quotes by bmhs staff members, that was humor. That was said by Mr. Tony Alvino. I had him as a piano teacher junior year at bmhs. He was a very fun guy. Tony Alvino and stuff like that. He was actually like legally blind in both eyes. It's a fact, Jack. Number 5 on this list of the greatest quotes by bmhs faculty members ever is "Hell no." That was said by Mr. Driscoll, who was formerly an English teacher at Billerica Memorial High School for many years. He actually had to retire from teaching for a while because he suffered a massive stroke, which he got full recovery. And eventually he became a substitute teacher. He would say that a lot, and maybe that was some of that quote was famous from like Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of his famous quotes. Maybe you got it from him. Number 4 on this list of the greatest quotes ever by BMHS faculty members. What do you think that was said by Mr. Frank Giroux? He said that a lot. One of the most famous quotes in BMHS history. Number 3 on this list of the greatest famous quotes by BMHS faculty members of all time. This action will not be tolerated at BMHS. That was said by the longtime principal of Berwick Memorial High School, Dr. Thomas Shockey. Shockey would always say that during the morning announcements when there was an incident had happened and stuff like that. He was warning students if you commit that act, they would be seriously disciplined. Number 2 on this list is of the greatest quotes in Berwick Memorial High School history is, "You're not having a good day, you're having a great day." That was said by Mr. Peter Flynn, who was the longtime football coach at Berwick Memorial High School. He also taught physical education at the Marshall Middle School and eventually Berwick Memorial High School. Mr. Peter Flynn was a great teacher and coach for high school. He was very, very friendly, very cordial and stuff like that. Comes in at number 2. Number 1 on the most famous quote in BMHS history for a staff member is "Happy Day." That was said by Mr. Donald Stavely, who was a history teacher at Berwick Memorial High School for over 30 years. Every of those happy days made every student happy. And that's about it on that. We'll be back later with another video blog, which will be about the direction the Boston Bruins are taking in 2015-2016, and then there'll be another one about the classic TV game show Share of the Century, and the 4th and final video blog tonight will be about personality profile. It will be about Baseball Hall of Fame catcher Yogi Berra. Have a good day. Be back in a few with the second video blog. Bye now.